Hey guys, so it is March 2nd, 2014. So that means it is my 11th month post-op anniversary. So that's kind of huge. 11 months. I've been at this, 11 months plus pre-op. So, coming up on the 1 year. So that's a long time, and it doesn't feel that long and I think that's because, I've been just trugging away at it. Same thing, sort of week after week. So I'm looking forward to springtime and changing it up some. So that's gonna happen. But let's give you a little bit of review. April 2nd, 2013. I had surgery through the, what do you call it? The McGill University Health Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I'm followed by the bariatric clinic at the Royal Victoria Hospital in downtown Montreal. And I had the actual surgery at the Lachine Hospital. Everything went well with surgery. I had surgery with Dr. Oliver Court. Let's see, what else can I tell you? I was in the hospital for, I think, 3 days, approximately. Maybe a little bit longer, and that was basically because I couldn't get a ride home until the end of the day. But yeah, so overall, it has been an entirely positive experience. I haven't thrown up. I've only gotten over full a handful of times to the point where it was painful. I've been uncomfortable, especially more recently, trying to eat more frequently, but it's still very, very manageable. I don't really have any food intolerances, although I do feel a little bit, how do you say, I don't know how to explain it, but when I have too much sugar, things like those high glycemic fruits, like apples, or oranges, I get kind of a sugar rush, and I'm almost trembling, so I kind of keep those, to the minimum, and I'll stick to the lower glycemic fruits. And bananas, which seem to be okay as long as they're not too ripe. But yeah, I weighed in this morning at 175 pounds even. So my day of surgery, I was 350 pounds. So that's a loss of I got notes. I got a lot of notes for you people. So that's a loss of 175 pounds since surgery. And that is a total loss of 201 pounds since I started my weight loss journey. So 201 pounds. Just let that sink in. 201 pounds. That's crazy. That's crazy. So since surgery, I did the calculations. I have lost about 16 pounds per month. That's an average loss of 3.6 pounds per week. So that is pretty darn fast. And how I've done that, I kept my calories pretty low. I think early out from surgery, I was around the 700-800 range. And then after 6 months or so, when I started the gym, I upped it to more closer to around 1,000 calories a day. And now I'm about 1,400 calories a day. Plus, I try and eat at least half of what I calculate for my exercise activities. And I've been keeping up pretty much daily exercise all the way through. Started out I was just on the treadmill at home. I started out 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. I worked myself up to an hour or an hour and a half a day. And then in October, my 6th month, and sort of as a birthday present to myself, I joined the gym, and since then I've been going to the gym every other day. So that's October, November, December, January, February. 5 months. 5 months at the gym. So that's been going really well, and I really enjoy it. And I never would have thought that I would. I miss it if I don't go. Something new this week. I woke up one morning and spontaneously did 50 sit-ups. Me doing sit-ups. And anyway, I thought that was pretty cool, so I've been doing it ever since. I'm doing 50 to 60 sit-ups every morning to sort of start my day. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I at 376 pounds where I started the surgery, a sit-up was not even a possibility because my stomach was basically on my legs. Like, you couldn't do a sit-up, at least not a proper sit-up. And now I can do them, and I only stop at 50 or 60 because I get bored with it. I probably could go much longer than that if I wanted to. But yeah, it's very cool, and I'm feeling very strong at the gym. I mean, I still don't lift like huge weights, The thing with my arms, I'm like around the 80 to 90 pounds sort of range for like arms and chest and pull-ups. I mean, like 50 pounds maybe. I don't really push the weight a lot, but I'm starting to now. Now that my nutrition is getting better, and that my new trainer really wants me to progress, I've sort of switched over from it. What I started out as was just sort of a low weight, high rep situation to a high weight, low rep. Well, low rep 10 to 12 instead of 15 to 20. Oh, coffee. I need it this morning. It's only 7:30 here, so it's early. So yeah, I'm loving the gym, and I'm thinking about actually switching to a daily gym routine because I don't find the treadmill particularly appealing. In fact, probably the last week or two, like generally I go to the gym one day and then I do treadmill at home the next. I find myself not doing the treadmill at home. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, I think it's kind of a nuisance. Like, if I'm home, like, why do I have to get on the treadmill, get all sweaty, and take another shower? Like, it seems... I know it's a stupid reason, but it just seems like it's an extra step. And also, I'm still struggling to eat more, so that means if I'm on the treadmill, that means I have to have another something to eat. On top of the time that I spend on the treadmill, I have to eat again, and it's starting to become a nuisance. I've taken up the habit of having a second breakfast. That's right, so now I have 6 meals a day, so I eat like a hobbit. That's basically it. So I eat like a hobbit. At least 6 meals a day. Sometimes I'll have a snack. Sometime in the afternoon, like instead of one snack, I'll have 2. So it could be 7 times a day. But these aren't huge meals, and I tried the huge meal thing. Did not work for me. I got over full, then I couldn't even drink after. So really, having the multiple smaller meals is the way to go. So how am I doing right now for weight loss? Well, I've been trying to slow it down. Like I said, I upped my calories, and I've been eating back my working out calories. But it's not working. I gotta eat more, and I need to really get at that. I've had some up and down weeks recently because I tried to go off my diuretic medication, and then I'm back on my diuretic medication. But I think I've resolved that now. So over the past 3 weeks, which is over this whole diuretic kerfuffle, I have lost 5 pounds over 3 weeks. So that, in my mind, is too much at this stage. I mean, I wanted to get it, below a pound a week, more like half a pound a week. So I have to up my calories again. So instead of 1,400 base, I'm going to go to 1,600 base. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's hard. I'm going to have to drink more milk. That's an easy way. That's like 200 calories right there. and it's not too bad in carbs, and it's got some protein in it, so oh well. The only thing is negative about milk is it's damn expensive. Like, if you're having 2 glasses a day, that's like, geez, I don't know how much. It's like an extra $2 or $3 a day for milk. And I'm poor, so, I mean, those kind of things, that's a consideration to do. But, do what you gotta do, right? Because it's easier to take calories that way than any other way. So, I'm also going to try upping the fruit, too. It's, that's a little bit more difficult for me for some reason. But, I'm going to work at it, There's some fruits that I really been craving, like clementines. I used to eat like 3 at a time, but if I have just 1 at a time, maybe like after a meal, like for dessert, I might try that. My carbs are like through the roof. Like some days it's like 150 net carbs, and on top of that 50 grams of fiber. So, and I don't see any way around that really, so I think it's good considering the exercise that I'm doing. I still try and keep it between like 30 and 40 grams per sitting or per meal. But yeah, so inches. I've lost some serious freaking inches, and not just like overall, but in the last 3 months. I generally do my inches every 2 months, but my 10-month anniversary, totally forgot about it. Didn't take any measurements, didn't do anything. So I'm gonna have my. I'm gonna give you 2 sets of numbers here. One is the inches I've lost in the last 3 months, and then the other one is inches lost since surgery, so 11 months ago. So my neck, is feeling pretty skinny. 15 inches is my neck size. I've lost an inch in 3 months. Overall, 4.3 inches. My waist, that's really slowing down. I lost half an inch in 3 months. Overall, 10.5 inches. My hip, still trimming on that. I don't know how. I don't have any butt left, so I don't know where it's coming from. Feel like I'm all bones down there. So, but yeah, I lost 2 inches on my hip, 12 inches overall. My upper arm, thank God it stopped shrinking. I have lost 0 inches in the past 3 months, but 6 inches overall. And I'm working at that, and I'm hoping that number is going to start to go up, up, up. Same with my forearm, that's really slowed down. I've lost 3 inches overall in my forearm. My chest, it's a bad situation in your chest. When you had those man boobs and you lose the weight. Yeah, there's some skin issues. But I lost 3 inches in my chest in the past 3 months. 16 inches overall. My belly, and this is the one that really surprised me in this measurement. In the past 3 months, I have lost 8.5 inches in my belly. 8.5 inches just in my belly. So all that skin there, it's starting to become pretty much just skin, because I can't imagine losing that many inches so quickly at this stage. But yeah, my belly, 26 inches overall. That's like a whole person. Thigh still going down, -3, -10 overall. Calf, -2.5, -4.5 overall. My legs and my arms are pretty trim. Like, I can see like muscle definition, so I don't think that number is going to go down much more. My under boob, it's like just below my rib cage. That's like the skinny part of my body. It kind of looks weird, but whatever. 6 inches in the past 3 months. My waist, I've lost 4.5 inches. Wait, I already gave you the number. Yeah. Anyway, It's slowing down on the waist, but I'm at about 37 now. The measurement 36. I need to get some new clothes because I'm much bigger than that in my waist size, and I just cinched up the belt. So yeah, I've lost a lot of inches, and a lot of inches recently, and I guess it shows because yesterday when I went to the supermarket, one of the cashiers, not even usually one of the cashiers I usually sort of pick out and go for because she's cute or whatever, but just some cashier, she looked at me, and in French, she's like, you really thinned down. And I'm like, yeah, I've lost a lot. She's like, have you been sick? Because you look sick. I'm like, no, I haven't been sick. So, when a complete stranger asks you if you're sick, I think that's the clear signal where I can stop losing weight now. Like, really, it's time to stop. Because I don't want to look sick. I know my face is really thin, and my upper body is really thin, my arms really thin, but I still have a lot of that I think I still have some of that subcutaneous fat in my upper thigh and my stomach area. So, I have a little bit more to lose, but no big hurry. No big hurry for that. So yeah, gonna up my calories more. I'm trying to stop. I've got to find a way to add more vegetables. I'm trying to think of some good vegetables to add because I don't want to just add potatoes because it just seems like empty. So I'm thinking carrots. I'm thinking corn, yams, maybe. I want to get some nutrients in there in those things. So if anyone has any ideas of some yummy vegetables I can add, let me know. Also, I'm gonna probably hit up some more almond butter. I've been liking the almond butter. I've been having it on toast. If anyone has another idea of how to have it, let me know. The almond butter I have is natural, so it's not really thick, so I can't just take a spoonful of it and eat it. It just wouldn't be pleasant. But yeah, any ideas for that? Let me know. I need ideas for everything because I'm still uneasy about adding the high carb foods. Like the one thing that I eat, either one or half of one every day, is an English muffin. That's because I love English muffins. Toasted, I'll have them with an egg sandwich, or I'll have them with my almond butter, or I'll make a sandwich with some high fiber bread. I'm still a little uneasy about adding those things, but I'm gonna have to. And I'm just gonna have to find a way to keep it under control. And that's the real challenge, I guess, because they're not necessarily bad foods. My body needs fuel, and there's only so much protein that you can take in, and yeah, you gotta get some carbs in too. So yeah, things like popcorn go down really easy, and I don't know if that's necessarily bad. I get the 100-calorie packs of popcorn, and I forget what the carbs is per 100 per pack, but it's something like 22 grams of carbs. There's a little bit of fiber in there, but I think that's mostly from the seeds. So you're probably not getting any fiber if you're eating popcorn. But I've been hesitant to eat those, even though it's something easy that I can add, when I'm watching TV in the afternoon or early evening. Obviously wouldn't want to have it right before I went to bed. I try not to have my carbs right before I go to bed. Just try and keep them early in the day so that my regular activity will burn it up, so it doesn't go to fat or whatever again. But yeah, anyway, I've been talking for a long time, so it's a long video, so I'm going to cut it short. I'll still try and do my regular check-in on Tuesday. Yeah, VSG surgery. Vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Who would have thought that taking out, 85% of your stomach would be such a kick in the ass to get you to healthy eating. Um, yeah, it's a restriction and it's helpful. Obviously, I can't binge, and that's a huge thing. That's where my previous diets have always failed. I'd be good for 6 days or a few weeks, but then I'd binge and have like some huge amount of calories and just never lose the weight. So obviously I can't binge, so that's the biggest help. There's also a restriction in terms of how much you can eat, but I find so far in my journey, up until recently, I really haven't pushed that limit of feeling full. So, it's there if you need it, but it's more of a safety net. I think it's more of a mental game, just knowing that it's there and being encouraged by the weight loss that you see and you have seen in the past. That's what keeps you on track. And the fitness too. Obviously, if you're doing fitness, if you're putting in that time and effort for the fitness, you're less likely to screw up on the food, because why would you do that? Why would you work hard at the gym and then slack off on the food and, gain weight? So the two kind of go hand in hand, not just in terms of the calories intake and calories burned, but just in terms of the mental game. I think it's really helped me just to keep those two going. And I'm trying to link them a little bit more. So when I exercise, I gotta eat more. So, yeah. Anyway, 11 months. 12 months is coming. 1 year. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna treat myself to something. I think it's tax time, so I might get a new phone. That's my goal, because this one is starting to get a little blurry. Hopefully you can see me, but the camera's getting a little blurry, and it doesn't have a rear-facing camera. It doesn't have a forward-facing camera, so I can never see myself when I do videos, and I can't do, Google Hangouts, which I would really like to, because I've met so many great people in this journey, from YouTube and whatnot, that I would love to be able to have, FaceTime with them. So I think that's going to be the treat to myself that I make for my 12th year, is a new phone. So anyway, that's me signing out. I got coffees to do and breakfast to eat. So bye guys.